Get ready to enter the vortex. Starring Vandita.
Hi, welcome to another episode of the Anal Retentive Housewife. Today's episode is called Spice Girl. That's me. And also I'm a huge fan of the Spice Girls. But if you don't like them or if you want to see something else on the show, why don't you just tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and we can try to work something out. Anyway, I know a lot of you probably thought that I didn't know how to cook or that I didn't like to cook because I like to keep my home clean and organized. And it's simply not true. I have, the left and right sides of the brain, and I'm a type A and a type B personality because I have so many personalities to choose from that I just embrace them all. So I'm creative, but I also like to be organized. Anyway, I'm taking a bunch of stuff down off the counters in my spice cabinet. Mostly this is, of course, a multi-purpose cabinet with only a small portion being devoted to spices. So let's take a look at the most important, which is salt and pepper, another favorite group of mine. I have salt crystals that are fine, that's just regular salt, and coarse for my salt mill grinder, which I got at Williams-Sonoma. It's really cool and it matches my pepper grinder. And no, I'm not being paid to say this, I just like name brands. Okay, these go back here. I don't really use them too much. And then we have the ramen noodles. Notice how they all face forward in the same direction so you can read what flavor we have. Alright, after that I have an assortment of dry beans. No.
It's soup mix. It's split
Soup
pea
mix.
soup mix.
It's a various...
Actually, it's a 20 bean soup mix or something.
Yeah, it used to be 3 beans and it went up to 20. But I just like to keep it in a container, that way I can just boil it and use it whenever I want. And similarly, I keep other dry goods in the same area. The Thai curry, hummus, and so on, just because this is airtight.
You mean
Okay.
tahini? I don't think it's hummus. I think it's tahini.
No, it says
Tahini
hummus.
mix. It is hummus mix?
Yes.
Okay.
And somebody bought some fat-free chili. I don't know who it was, but we don't do fat-free in this house. So these have to be jettisoned. Okay, done. Alright, and I also located this and this here. These also don't belong in the cabinet. So this is a good time to sort of see what you have. Stop!
I want the chili.
Yeah, shut up, and
No,
they
I'm
will be
serious.
there, but they're
Don't
not going to
throw
be in
them away.
here. This
They
is the
won't
wrong
be in
place
this
for them.
cabinet. Okay.
Okay. Those go in the Millennium Supply cabinet,
But the Millennium came and went.
but we're still in the Millennium.
Okay.
It's always the supply cabinet.
Don't throw my chili away.
It will not be gone. It's just, this is the wrong time and place for it. Okay, and check this out. I got some lard because I wanted to buy some lard and it was at the Safeway. And I thought it'd be really cool just to have some. Anyway, so I thought that was really exciting.
And what do you do with lard?
You put it on your rear so people can call you lard. Okay. Let's see. A couple other dry good items that I have are just some croutons and some onions. Again, this is the dry goods area, and it's just a nice place to keep this kind of stuff.
You mean like dried onions? Those little French crispy dried onions?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is a spice mix medley. This is actually in another jar of, it was like a spice grain sand sculpture thing, and frankly it just wasn't doing anything for me there, so I just put it all in here.
Was it actually meant to be edible?
Yes,
Okay.
it's all edible. So put that back. And this was a combination of spices from the soups and from some other things, so I just put it all together. Alright, and the second part of salt and pepper is pepper. So I got some whole black peppercorns for my peppercorn mill and some finely ground pepper for my other areas. That sounded bad. For the other parts. Parts is parts. Okay.
For the other bits, anyway.
This is also where I keep a stash of different gravies. Beef, chicken, turkey.
No mushroom gravy?
No, that one ran out. But it's okay, we'll make more. And again, pants face forward. I also like to keep some sauces, so white sauce, random white sauce goes here. And some hollandaise sauce, which is really bad for you, so hence I really like it. Goes here. And we also have baking powder and baking soda. Alright. And some asafoetida powder, which I don't know what it's for, but it's in the Indian grocery store, so I always get some just in case. I have no idea what it's for. Alright. Now then, for cooking, for my salt and pepper needs, I keep them in these giant shakers. I have another set that's fancy and another set that's casual.
You realize those are meant to be stored out on the stove. They're stainless steel in the big containers because you're supposed to cook with them.
And I do cook with them, but I keep
When
them
have you cooked? When have you cooked? Alright, and then the cheese that needs no refrigeration. You gotta
and
love
the
that.
Velveeta cheese. This is also kind of...
Does that really not need refrigeration?
That's right.
Are you serious? Are you sure?
After opening, refrigerate up to 8 weeks. After opening.
Wow, okay.
And plus people in Kentucky, when I lived in Kentucky, used to call me Velveeta, because they couldn't say Vandita, so they said Velveeta. It's another name of mine. Alrighty. These also, soup mixes, go up here. And I also keep various dry goods here. And I'm thirsty, so I think I'll drain the lizard.
You should maybe show the labels so they don't think you're crazy. Okay. Very good.
I'm trying to collect some lids so I can get a free t-shirt. Okay. I have a couple of spice areas within my spice area. The first is some instant spice boxes that I got. These are about $5 each box, and it has a variety of spices in the 4 predefined segments of the container. Now, I haven't seen these too much anymore. They used to sell them at a little store at Stanford about 5 years ago, and now they just don't. But what it has is pretty much everything you need in terms of spices that's real quick. Dip seasonings, various peppers, cheeses for popcorn, butter for popcorn, barbecue, pasta, meats, Italian seasoning, garlic, stir fry, that type of stuff. And it's just really, really handy. These are also good to take for camping if you want to do some gourmet cooking while you camp. This is an excellent way to do it. Okay, and these are, of course, already pre-labeled. And as you can tell with the empty parts, I do actually use them, and yes, I do actually cook. Contrary to popular belief. Alright, now we'll move on to area number 2 of my spices. And this is a little spice rack. I was debating of calling the show the rack. Show us your rack. But I didn't. Anyway, this I got, and so I tend to keep the stuff that's in here, and then I save the bottles.
It's kind of tough to see the spice rack from here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you slide it out without totally making a mess?
I can try to.
Or I can try to zoom in, I guess, or something.
Yeah, we're working in tight quarters here.
Hang on, there, we can see the edge of it at least. That's good. Let's see.
Basically, it's got bottles like this, and they came with labels.
I can't believe they're not all facing the right way.
Close enough.
No,
Yeah.
basil was upside down.
Okay, anyway, and once something is done from here, all I do is I take it and use it for something else. So in this case, I put some consommé cubes in there. I don't know what the heck a consommé cube is, but anyway, it's in there. And similarly, see, we did have cumin seed.
We did. How about that?
Loser.
Oh wait, are you sure?
Cumin seed.
Okay.
Yay.
But was it black cumin or brown?
We don't segregate our cumin seeds here.
Okay.
Anyway, and I also keep my food dyes in case I want to color my food differently. Blah, 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 blah.
As in green eggs and ham?
Yeah, and these are other different seasoning cubes. I love seasoning cubes, plus they're cute little packets. If it's cute, I'll probably get some just because. Okay, so we got that. Also, we have the Lipton Recipe Secrets onion soup mix. And I do not eat or drink whatever onion soup, but these are great. It really is a great recipe secret for putting on, scalloped potatoes or, your hash browns or whatever. And they've got great recipes here too. So, it's really good. I really recommend it as a recipe secret. So again, I am sharing some of my secrets with you people out there. Alright. Then we get to a more complicated part of the spice scenario. And that is, I am somewhat ethnic, and while I deny most of my ethnicities, I do still enjoy the food. I can't help it. However, when I buy stuff from the local grocery store, it comes in these skanky little packets like this. Sometimes it's labeled in a foreign language, and sometimes I don't know what it is. So I've had to label stuff myself. And what you want to do is get a Brother P-Touch labeler or something similar. This runs on batteries.
Can you use one of those old-fashioned ones, with the little circle and click, click, and you turn
the
it to the right
Dyna
letter?
labels?
And
Dyna labels?
Something like that? Yeah. Could you use one of those if you...
That is so 1970s. So, all you do is turn it on, and you'll notice we have some new items to add in.
Oh, don't open the stuff up yet. It's
I'm
in
not
a
going
nice
to open
box.
it yet. Shush.
Okay. It's in a nice box. I'm going to use it the next few days.
This is for demo purposes.
Okay.
Space. And you can just spell it out, and then you just say print.
Now, if you had a computer, could you just print labels on the computer and
This
use
is much
this?
easier. Really, and it cuts it. Woo! And look at this, look at this. It's even on both sides, the white. And if it's not, actually it's not, is it? You can cut it off on the side. And you just peel it and stick the labels on. So what I did for all these is I put the ethnic phonetic name spelled out, Nimbu Pool, okay, which is lemony flowers, and that translates to citric acid crystals in English. And then ground green cardamom, elaichi, pissy. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Why did you even bother to put it in some other language?
In case my mother comes to cook or something, that way she'll recognize it. Edible gum, I thought that was really interesting, so I had to get some.
Not just dried tree sap or something?
I don't know. Anyways,
That
edible.
looks like. Okay.
4 types of melon seeds. Char, that's 4 magaz types of melon seeds. I love my translating work. Chopped garlic, then lemon peel and orange peel. And this is not stuff that's very easy to find in Western or American grocery stores. Ground allspice, whole nutmeg, green cardamom, and so elaichi choti. Okay. See, I'm teaching you all a foreign language too. Mukwash, mouth freshener, fish herbs. And we went through these. So, and these bottles are actually kind of handy. You can put them up like this, or on their side, like that. or at an angle. This is really kind of cute. And they were really cheap. It was like 10 for like, $5, which is not bad. Because spice things are really, really expensive. Okay, now these, and I'm an equal opportunity shopper, so I got those from like Crate and Barrel. These I got from my mother, they were free. And she got them from Tupperware because she loves Tupperware. I like Tupperware too, but not as much as I used to. Anyway, so we got, I forget what these are called.
Is that the star anise?
This is star anise. This is black salt. So put the kala namak. And this is the cloves. And again, they stack very nicely. Oh.
If you hadn't
They
used all the
stack
space
nicely.
already.
Black salt, which smells like rotten eggs, but the spicing is really good. This is sesame seeds. And this is MSG. Saffron. And ginger. Dried ginger is a really good thing to have around the house, especially if you drink tea with ginger like I do. Because the one thing I don't do is have fresh ginger cloves in the refrigerator because I don't drink it that much, and yet I still enjoy that flavor. And so this way, this allows me to enjoy the flavor without having food spoiling in my refrigerator. We'll talk about organizing the refrigerator in another episode, but I do not use the crisper for crisping vegetables. That's where I keep my beer and water. Alright, these are vanilla beans from the island of Madagascar. And since I don't have a container for them, they went in one of the Ziploc sandwich baggies, which are the really cute ones. Okay, and this is Spanish saffron, as opposed to the other one, which is Indian saffron. So I just want to separate them out. Okay,
That's a lot of saffron.
you got a problem?
No, that's a lot of saffron anyway.
Okay, well, you never know. Saffron's very valuable.
I realize that, and
It's
I'm
an
just...
investment. Meat tenderizer. Ew, I also have some other weird things. Sardines and anchovies. Those go up here. Okay, and again, this is the place where I keep, like I said, just the basic salty essence things. I have another cabinet with sweet essence things, but this is for mostly salty things, and also some oils and things. So we've got almond and vanilla extract. And again, the vanilla must be from... Where's vanilla supposed to be from?
You have a lot of it in Mexico. I don't know where else it's
Almond.
okay to be from. You can get it from a lot of places.
But we only get the best. Anyway, these are from Madagascar, and that is the best place for vanilla. I got this at the duty-free shop at Heathrow.
I see.
Maybe you could take a tip or two back with you. I like this crazy mixed up pepper. It's got some spices and stuff in it, which is really good. And I also have like a Mrs. Dash, which has even more MSG, just in case you didn't get enough from the straight MSG container.
Does it
Okay.
really have MSG in it? I thought it was just herbs. I don't think there's any MSG in it. It's supposed to be for people who can't have sodium.
I thought it had MSG.
We can take this one offline, but I don't think Mrs. Dash has sodium in it.
Well, she's got a dash of something in her.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Dash could actually afford to sue us, okay? So,
I don't have any. I'm not rich and famous yet, as I keep telling people. Okay, again, this is labeled with the Indian word, and this is some. Oh no, this is a Rubbermaid container. So these I got from Osh. Your local Osh has them, or your local whatever. And it has the sieve opening.
we're not going to be able to see that from here.
Oh, and then the wide mouth opening. Okay. And we have anise, ground up, paprika, yummy. Now where do
And
we
where's
get
that
paprika
from?
from?
We get that from Hungary, exactly.
Yes. A Spanish paprika exists, but It's really not as good. No offense. It's okay, but Hungarian paprika is where it's at.
That looks like you mixed something with something.
It's like the sands and the crystals of time.
Yeah, little helpful hint. Next time, don't mix the cumin and the fennel, okay?
Shh.
Ruined a whole thing of cumin and a whole thing of fennel.
Okay, this is some various leaves, bay leaves and stuff.
What, did you mix up leaves too?
I mix everything. We're mixing it up here for you. Mixing it up, mixing it up. I don't know what that is.
And you're going to put it back there without labeling it.
Right. These are ajwain seeds, which is lovage in English. I don't know what lovage is, but I know what ajwain is. It's the stuff in the
It's a little bit like oregano, isn't it? Like in flavor, but it's little seeds.
I'm guessing this is cilantro cut since it's the spell off something.
Well, smell it and you'll know.
I think it is. Alright, and if I have a larger quantity, then I put it in here. So this is Banch Prang, which is 5 seeds together. This came as a 5-seed mix.
Okay, that's reasonable, but the ones that you mix the seeds just ruined them.
Turmeric. By the way, be very careful with turmeric. It's yellow, as you can tell. It will stain your clothing.
And anything else it touches.
Right, and this is something else. I think it's a garlic salt. Yeah, garlic salt. Sometimes I have my mother over and then she tells me what everything is again. This is, I think, Italian dill or something. Oh, while we're talking about fabrics and staining, let me point out something. I'm wearing white jeans. Why? Because it's July 2nd today. This is the taping date. I don't wear white before Memorial Day, and I don't wear it after Labor Day. Why? Frankly, because it just really looks tacky if you wear white, you know, unless it's a winter white, and that's more of a beige than a white. So people, please try to pay attention to these things. I know that in this area there's not a lot of sense of tradition and heritage, but you have to cling to something, and I cling to my sense of fashion. So that's, you know, you have to have something that you hold, you know, as a firm belief and that you like and all those kind of good things. So, when you put stuff away, you want to put it away in such a way that you can get to your most important things. Okay? So we double up on these to save space. Putting some cumin seeds here. We also had, these are fennel candies. So it's fennel covered in some sweet stuff. Put that here.
I thought you had a separate area for sweet type things.
This is sweet following salty.
I see.
Sweet things are like sweet beverage things, breakfast.
So what you really mean is coffee and tea and the stuff that goes with coffee and tea.
Breakfast things, yeah.
Breakfast things go in the other cabinet.
Right.
So this is more lunch and dinner?
An after dinner. That's an after dinner
and
mix.
why are the Pop-Tarts on the top shelf in here?
Because some people open
And
this.
the Hungry Jack pancake mix right there. Right
That's
there.
salty. Salty.
Okay.
Also, there's something called cabinet space shortage-itis, and I suffer from that. You can never have too many cabinets. People, when you're buying a house, look at 2 things: kitchens and bathrooms and closets. Okay, 3 things. You want to pay attention to those things, because if you are unhappy in your kitchen and you're unhappy in your bathrooms, I don't care how much square footage you have, it's not going to make a bit of difference, because you live literally in your kitchen and your bathrooms need storage space. That's all there is to it. Okay.
Actually, if you're a bad cook, you live in your bathroom, but that's another story.
Oh, that was dry mango powder.
I see. So you mislabeled it.
The labels fall off of these things sometimes.
So perhaps the labeling mechanism is not sufficient.
Well, it is sufficient, and yet just because of the the temperature ecosystem in the spice cabinet, things happen. I don't question the ways of the spice cabinet. And again, I do need to find a place for these, but in the meantime, they are protected. And again, duty-free Heathrow has all that stuff. Or you can order it online nowadays.
Or you can go to the store and buy it like most people.
But it's not from Madagascar. You probably don't even know where Madagascar is.
It's off the coast of Africa, and they have a lot of strange animals there.
Mm-hmm.
So there.
Yeah, maybe you could go there.
Maybe I've been there.
Well, but maybe you should be one of the zoo animals there.
So you're down to 3 minutes.
Yeah, what's your point?
All my point is just to let you know that if you're...
I'm aware of that. Again, any labeling tool is fine. I don't recommend using your handwriting, your personal handwriting, to put stuff on there because handwritings change. You probably won't be able to read it. I also...
Handwriting changes depending on your personality, is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. What was I going to say? I was talking about handwriting.
Yeah, and about labeling.
Okay, well anyway, I forgot. So just keep this, it's also nice and small. And sometimes you label something with a particular kind of pen and you can't find it, then the thickness changes. It's just a big mess. So, let me see. Oh, new changes. I'm employed. This 8 to 5 thing's a real drag, let me tell you. So, I'm still going to try to get it out, 1 new episode a month. Mostly because that's the way that KMVT channel 15, that's 1 and 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6, that's our old number, and 1-5 is our new number.
They move it higher because people were claiming or complaining about having to zip past that number on their dial.
Hey, some people actually stopped and seen the show.
Yeah, any new hate mail to read this week?
No, I just haven't gotten any mail lately. Either it's been too informative or people haven't had time, or you know how people are in the Bay Area, they're like, I don't watch TV, or I don't have cable TV, I'm just too good for that, I read. But obviously I don't read anything because I can't quote from any books that they've read, so I don't know what they're reading. Probably like Star magazine or something. So yeah, no mail to read. I can show you a picture of my niece. Here's a little picture. It's blurry.
Yeah, you gotta hold it, tilt it down slightly. It's glaring too much. We can't see. It's not working. Sorry, the white balance is not doing so well with the fluorescence today, and you got a little backlighting happening there.
I hate it when I get backlighting.
Yeah, I think you need to get your own studio or something where you could have it be like Wayne's World, to be Wayne's World right there, to be Vandita's kitchen right there.
Van's World.
Exactly, but in a studio where they have proper lighting and such.
I know,
and you could get a real cameraman, and then I could.
But this is so much more authentic, and people like it when we argue.
Well, maybe, but except for me.
Well, it's not arguing, really. It's just you bring up points that are annoying to me, and I dismiss you. So, and apparently people find that quite amusing, so I've been told by a number of people.
Okay, you're at 28 minutes and 30 seconds. With credits, that's
and
going
I
to put
am
you...
done. So, that's the show for this time. Tune in next time. There's always something new and wonderful. My email address is listed at the end, so you can always email me. That's it. I'm the Anal Retentive Housewife, saying it's not just a show, it's a way of life.